Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. So my friends over at yarnspirations.com. We're going to continue our Christmas puzzle along, and today we're doing the sanitizer sack, but you don't have to use it for sanitizer. You could use it for candy or anything else that you would like to do. This is not sanitizer, this is icy hot. I couldn't find any sanitizer here in the house that actually matched the shape of this, and I really don't want to go shopping. So what we have today is that we're going to do this. The character is literally going to hold this thing, so it'll be tacked to it if you wish, and that's something that you can decide for yourself. It's really quite easy. So the bottom of this is a rectangle shape, and then we're going to circle around it and then work our way up. The very end is a crab stitch around. It's also called reverse single crochet, and Michelle decided to do hers in black. I thought, you know what, I have gold because I used it for the eyebrows, which we'll get to later in another video, and I thought, you know, the gold's kind of fun, you know, silver and gold, silver and gold. So that's what we're doing today, sanitizer sack. So let's grab our larger hook. It's a 5mm, but if you're substituting your hook size, just keep an eye on that, and let's begin. You will need a stitch marker today. So let's begin the sack any color that you wish. I'm gonna go for gold, as I mentioned, and we're going to start off with the slip knot on the hook and chain 11. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. Now you are going to work your way back with the half double crochet, second chain from the hook. So let's do that next. So for row number 1. Row number 1, second chain from the hook, so just count back, so 1 and 2, and half double crochet yourself going back across your chain. So stay on the back hump of the chain, it just looks nicer, and I will see you at the end of this row. This is row number 1. So we just gone all the way across. This is row number 1. You're gonna turn your work, do row number 2. So when in the instructions it says to chain 1 and then turn. You can turn and then chain. I know, live dangerously. So chain 1. So half double crochet. So what I want you to do for the next 3 rows, which includes this one, you're just gonna half double crochet back and forth so that you can physically see that you'll have 4 rows. So you see 1 row, 2 row, so you need 3 and 4 done, and meet me back here in just a moment, and then we'll carry on our journey for making this sanitizer sack in just a moment. So rows number 2 through 4 are done. It should look square. This is the base, so this is the very bottom. Turn your work, and we're now going to go in rounds going forward. So to start the new round, just chain up 1, and in the corners here you need to apply 2 half double crochets. So each corner should have 2 half double crochets so that you have an expansion, and then the rest of it is just half double crochet across, except for the last one, and that'll be 2. Just bear with me for a second. I got more instructions. Okay, so this is the last one right here. So you're going to apply 2 half double crochets in that one. That's your corner. Now down the sides, this it qualifies for both. You're going to put 2 half double crochets in a row first. So just roughly just eye it up and just make it work. And then the middle one here is going to have 2 half double crochets in the same stitch, and then another 2 by itself, working your way to the next corner. So I want you to do that on both sides, just like that. So now you're going to come to the first stitch here, and because it is a corner, so just go right up over top of that straggler so you don't have to sew that in later. You'll put 2 into that one, and then I'm working across the bottom. So just because I had you go in the back loop, it looks good, and just half double crochet in the bottom in each. So you'll do 2 into the edge, and then you'll work your way down. So remember there's 2 by itself, then 2 into the same one, 2 by itself, and then you'll join it. And I will be right back in a moment, just at the end of this round. So please do that now. So just come all the way around. Remember we put 2 in the first one, so we're just going to join it to the first half double crochet. So if you recall on the hat, I had you do it so the slip stitch gets hidden, so I'm gonna show you that in the next round. So flip it so this is coming towards you, and you're now going to continue then in a round. So working in the back loop only, so just chain 1 and do in the back loop. Okay, so if you're new to crochet, which you're probably not doing this project, but if you are, the front loop and this is the back loop, and together they make a stitch. So starting in the first back loop, after you've done your chain 1 to start the round, just stay in the back loop, and this folds the material naturally so that you'll end up with that. So you're just gonna apply 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. There's no more thinking, it's just a matter of slamming in the stitches, and I'll see you at the end of this round, and this is technically round number 6. I'm coming all the way around and I want to show you that technique of hiding in that slip stitching when it comes all the way to the end. So this is not a stitch right here. This is extending into this one here. So I just technically finished. So what I would do if you weren't watching me, because yeah. So I'm just gonna wrap the hook and going into the back loop and pull through. And then I'm gonna go right into this space. So wrap the hook and right into the space. We did this on the elf hat if you recall. And then you have 5 loops, pull through all 5. So you've technically just filled in that space so that it won't be visible, and then you'll just slip stitch, and therefore you end up with a solid looking finish. Now I need you to do rounds number 7 through 11, which is a total of 5 rounds. So from here, if you're folding it and you don't want to check it off on your list, this is considered 1, and so then the next 5. So you'll physically see 6 of these from this particular spot. So when you start the next one, just chain up 1 and go in the regular stitch, and then go all the way around with half double crochets now. And as I just showed you about filling in the space, so here this is not a stitch. So this is the last one. So you'll put this one and this one together with what I just showed you, and therefore you won't have any spaces on the corners. So please do this all the way now for rounds number 7 through 11 and meet me back here in just a moment and we'll do the final round together. So I'm coming up to the final round and I'm just putting my last little secret tip there and joining it to the first. So we just have one more round to do. So you'll see that you can count from this line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that you can see the 6 lines there. So now you're gonna do what is called as a crab stitch or reverse single crochet. You get used to it in time. You're gonna chain up 1 and then advance to the stitch that is right underneath it, and then yarn over, pull through, and then pull through 2. Then go backwards. So go in the direction of the hook, scoop and pull through 2. So next one, scoop and pull through 2, and you're gonna do this all the way around. I'm gonna show you a little technique of fastening this off in just a second, and to making sure that it looks even around, because I've done this in the past before and I really screwed up how I finish. So it always looks terrible how you finish if you don't do it right. So I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. I'm coming around the corner and I'm about to finish. So I wanna make sure that I get into every stitch that is possible, and I just have one more to do. Now this is where I'm going to fasten off. So just put this aside for a second and just cut your yarn and pull through the final 2. Now the goal is to make this look like it belongs there. And so I'm gonna throw this through a tapestry needle and turn it to the inside so you can see it, and take this yarn and drag it underneath this crab stitching. And when you pull, only pull the yarn that you need. I've left too long of a straggler here. Pull the other one. Okay, and when I pull, I want to just keep pulling until it looks like it belongs. It's pretty close. Once you've done that, then you can safely go back in the other direction through a slightly different path. And then finally one more time. So third time is a charm for the best fastening off, and therefore you can cut this right to the project. And this is Sanitizer Sack is technically complete. Get rid of any tails that you may have and just form the shape, and there you go. So this would be what this bottle is sitting into, but you can do candy and etc. and this will end it. So I'll see you next time as we continue our journey with the Christmas puzzle along. I'll see you. Bye-bye.